This phenomena, this is something I learned as an anthropologist, is transcultural and happens at all levels of society, entitlement, access to resources. It's, when you shame a child out of their authentic sense of self, no matter where you are in the world or what culture you're in, you'll get the same result.
Which is why they all seem to pull from the same playbook.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ellen Sharp. I am an IFS trained therapeutic practitioner, and I'm passionate about helping people reclaim their lives after narcissistic abuse.
Dr. Lauren Bartholomew. I'm an IFS Institute Level 2 trained psychologist. I enjoy working with folks who have experienced narcissistic abuse in both childhood and adult relationships.
We're really excited to be offering a new, revised, expanded, improved version of our class on using IFS to heal from narcissistic abuse. Well, we will be, doing this class in English. It is going to be simultaneously translated into Spanish, so that we're creating another resource to this really growing area of trainings and materials in Espanol. So we're really, really excited to be a part of that and really grateful to Acerca de Psicoterapia for inviting us to bring this material to their platform.
Are a lot of psychoeducation, a lot of new tools, a lot of information about kind of the nitty-gritty as to how to help these folks not only learn to understand their own systems and their own reactions, but also tools for reparenting from self, learning about entitlement that the emotionally immature or narcissistic person often demonstrates, and what that then causes in their victims and survivors, and also tools for going no contact or low contact, whatever is right for the person.
Excited this time around to talk more about shame and the shame cycle, because I really see this as a disease with shame at its core, and kind of like shame being handed back and forth among us like a hot potato. Also, I really want to share new work, Ingrid Clayton's work on fawning, because a lot of what I in the past had seen as kind of separate parts or responses really can fall under the larger trauma response of fawning if you have a broader definition of that and adding that to the, fight, flight, freeze responses.
In the class, additionally, to also incorporate relational abuse, not just from parents. We're going to talk more this time about narcissistic abuse in partnerships, in relationships, in romantic relationships, and possibly even in friendships.
Possibly even in institutional context too.
Right.
I tell you.
Macro and the micro.
A lot of people in our previous class were therapists and practitioners. We also had folks who weren't, who were just really fascinated by this topic. We do assume a basic knowledge of IFS, some background of IFS. We're not going to be going over key concepts.
There's a connection that happens for folks when we don't have to explain the backstory or how we feel or why we feel that this one particular dog whistle was abusive. When we're with other folks who have experienced the same type of abuse, there is a communal understanding that we're not going to invalidate anybody else's experience.
Why people are so profoundly disconnected from themselves. It's just a very lonely experience. So what I really, one thing we're designing this class is to create a safe container where it's possible to make connections with other people around this issue, so that we're going to be in this very carefully choreographed sequence where they'll offer a lot of juicy didactic sections. There will also be a lot of experiential pieces of it, journaling activities, and breakout rooms and pair work, like opportunities to connect with each other around this issue. So really, I want people to experience community as we come together, because experiencing connection and community is such an important part of healing. So if this resonated with you, we hope that you'll join us on April 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for our 5-hour long masterclass on how to use IFS to help survivors of narcissistically abusive relationships.